Evan, what was that gesture you were just making?
Huh?
Evan, when you were making a gesture.
Sorry, there's flies. There's a bunch of flies.
Welcome to God Ween Evan, the live YouTube.
Yay!
We're God Ween Evan. We're a podcast usually about Ween. Evan, when you were making a jet. What's that? Someone say something about jetpacks?
Oh no, I just muted the live feed. So apparently it went on right when you said Evan was making a gesture. So that was responding to yourself.
If you're just joining us, Evan started the show making an obscene gesture. Made a classic jerk-off gesture. Yeah, there it is.
By being his own self.
He was spitting in his hand and jerking it. Anyhow, we're God Ween Evan. We are a podcast, and now we're a live YouTube sensation. Viral. We're huge with the Gen Z and the millennials and everything in between.
Toddlers.
Toddlers love us. What's it before a tween?
TikToks.
TikToks.
A TikTok baby.
TikTok babies love us.
Yeah.
And tweez love us. Great. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Paul Lukowski, and we're really happy to be here again. We have what a special show we've got. We're going to celebrate Ween's seminal album, White Pepper. And in order to do so, we've got everyone's least favorite member of the show, Evan Kaufman, with us. That's scientific. That's been proven. There was a Quinnipiac poll. Evan finished last. But we also have the one who always finishes close to the top, if not at the top, Sarah Peel.
Definitely the most fan favorite person.
All right.
Let's just go around and see how we're all doing. Cookie Jar, why don't we start with you?
I'm devastated. I've never been more mad. Sarah is the fan favorite?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
She's like the antithesis of you.
She's been on 2 episodes.
4, 5.
Yeah,
It's like 5 now.
5.
Yeah.
This is
Have you guys?
This is what happens when you're working or taking care of your children.
Work, right?
Yeah.
Fish.
Delivering babies.
I'm at the fish
Doctor.
every night.
The fish factory?
Yeah, the fish.
Okay.
Scaling.
Evan, great check-in. Let's go to our other guest, Sarah Peel. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah. Like living my life. I have a nice glass tonight. It features stars of the Roaring 20s. So that's fun.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got Mary Pickford.
Oh, that looks so much more interesting than Evan. Evan, hold up your glass.
It actually it has fish on it.
Woo, 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 woo.
Harold Lloyd.
Great. Harold Lloyd. Speaking of
Awesome,
Harold Lloyd, let's go on over to Katie Hartman.
Oh, hey.
Hanging from a clock tower.
I'm fine. I'm drinking out of a jam jar.
And also more interesting than Evan's glass. Speaking of jam jars, let's go over to Big Will Nunziata.
Hi, I'm still in Savannah, Georgia, and today I made the mistake of eating Arby's for the second time in my life.
What happened?
I ate it, and now I got the meat.
Are you in the bathroom currently?
Yeah, I've just did I've redesigned my in-laws bathroom to be a white pepper mural.
Did you have a beef and cheddar? What did you have?
I just had the classic beef and cheddar. I mean that's what you go there for, right?
Well, you could just get a regular roast beef. You don't have to get that.
You don't have to get the cheddar. You could just get the regular beef.
Asshole later.
Oh yeah, because it's the cheddar that's the worst part about it.
Well, the sad thing was I had to eat in my car, like it was like a shame eating of fast food in my car, and it spilled all over my shirt, and now I have like a big Arby's stain on my shirt. Yeah, it's a shame stain.
They don't have seating at Arby's. You're supposed to eat it in your car.
Right. That's yeah.
Yeah, they make you, and you're not allowed to drive with it either.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten fast food in so long, and I don't quite miss it, but I really miss Chinese food.
We had
You know
McDonald's.
what I miss?
Mm.
I miss like certain flavors of fast food, but like if someone was like, we can give you like McDonald's from 1992, like how it would tasted to me in 1990, then I would be like,
Nostalgia
awesome.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that good Donald's. I love that good
Oh, I'm
Donald's.
gonna get that in the Matrix.
What
Oh, nice.
Sarah, is you want a child's taste buds?
Yeah, I want, and the child's ignorance too. Like I want them to be like, here's a figurine that came with your meat sandwich. And then
Hey
I'll be-
guys, we have someone named Jeff Goldblum in the comments today. I think it's the real Jeff Goldblum.
oh my God.
Daniel Spaminato is here. Eli
We love you,
Schwab
Daniel.
is here. Eli Schwab. Jen is here. Christina Dickerson is here. Look, we have a whole fucking crew of awesome people here.
Will has the meat.
Yay.
Hit us
Yeah,
with
I have the meat.
a Goldblum impression.
Everyone do a Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, you Goldblum.
Okay, let me think about it.
Paul?
No, I don't have it.
I can do it. My Jeff Goldblum would just be the Jeff Goldblum, my impression of the guy who did the Jeff Goldblum impression when Gal Gadot asked, there's someone, a comedian did like his reaction to Gal Gadot asking Jeff Goldblum if he would do the Imagine video. And he was like, Gal Gadot, great to hear from you. Imagine us all singing together. I can't. And I
You're just Dance's bit right now. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
So I watched Deep Cover last night, start to finish, which is Larry Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum is miscast in lots of movies, I find, and none more so in Deep Cover. He plays a lawyer who gets involved in the cocaine business, and it's awful. It's an awful.
He's not good, or just the movie's not good?
The movie's not great. And Jeff Goldblum it's funny. You watch it and it's like, this is a comedy. Larry Fishburne does these like voiceover the whole time, like in these kind of like spoken word. He's like, and that's when I met Victor Barbosa. He was a good man. You know, he was a bad son of a bitch. Took his ass. It's all pretty cheesy.
Wait, did we miss Evan's Jeff Goldblum impression?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I can't do a Jeff Goldblum impression. I just wanted to make Paul do one.
Well, let's hear you try.
I feel like what is the I think what is the the key to like what is and that's why and fine and life
I've forgotten my mantra. That's a line that he has from in a Woody Allen movie. Sorry.
great.
Whoa, Katie.
Oh my God.
We got into the boudoir section. Of the Oh, you're doing it. Oh,
It's
yeah.
just bigger tits. Than
So we are here to talk about an album, a seminal album in the Ween oeuvre, and that album is White Pepper.
Pepper.
What?
So we gave the assignment to Sarah and Evan to listen to the entire record, to take some notes and tell us their thoughts on the album White Pepper. And first, Paul, what do you think about the album White Pepper?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think it's the best Ween record in terms of like production. I think it's the cleanest sounding Ween record. I think that I remember specifically buying it. Like it's the first Ween record I bought when it came out. And I remember just putting it in and listening to the first 3 tracks. You're like, it really did remind me of like, I remember listening to it and being like, oh, I need to play this for my mom who loves the Beatles, because this sounds like a great Beatles record.
Yeah.
And I listened to it. Some of my favorite Ween songs. The Grove is one of my favorite Ween songs. Pandy Fackler is one of my favorite Ween songs. It's just I've been listening to it a lot. I've actually been trying to learn the drums of the whole record the last couple days, and yeah, I think it's a pretty flawless. I think it's maybe one of their like most like maybe their closest thing to like the most. It's certainly the most digestible. I think. If that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the album I recommend to people who've never heard of Ween, and I also know have more sensitive tastes when it comes to their rock and roll. It's easy to take in and be fooled by Ween by this record.
Yeah. By the way, this is Schwabi Schwab. That's Eli Schwab. For anyone who's wondering, I don't know why these are coming in upside down, and I'm not going to fix it.
I like it.
I think it represents what was going on at Red Rocks at the time. But, yeah.
Katie, what do you love about White Pepper?
I love that you can take any 3 consecutive tracks and hear such different music, and it's all really good.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to it yesterday with my boyfriend David, and he was so on board. You know, he's all in, and he was like, "Is this the same album?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
it's so good." I just also like I love Ice Castle so much. Like it really takes me. It takes me. Oh, Evan, don't you shake your. It's because I love a good Danny Elfman jingle jangle circus death music. I'm like, I really was like, I hadn't heard it in a bit, and I was just like, oh yes, here we go. I float now. Goodbye.
Yeah, very Beatlesy, the Ice Castles.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway, that's me.
So, Paul, what are we doing today? We're going track by track?
I think we're gonna go track by track, and we asked Evan and Sarah to go through the record as we did with the Mollusk, right? And Shinola. Sarah did Shinola.
Yeah.
Evan has done the Mollusk. So we've done this before. We figure why not get these 2 perspectives. And this is a big episode for us. We've never had both of these 2 people on the episode at the same, or on a podcast or one of these live tapings at the same time. I don't think, right?
Yeah, and I think this episode should be called Sarah Ween Evan, because Sarah does represent the good, the light, the God, while Evan does represent the evil, the Satan, the one who gets fired and still comes back to the show, begs to come back on.
Yeah, we fired him last week and immediately started getting texts, voice memos, crying. I got a separate text from Caitlin about how important it would be for him to come back.
That's really
I do it as a personal favor to Caitlin.
Each week, my wife says, "Okay, you said last week that this was your last Ween." I go, "Yes, it's definitely my last one." And then she goes, "Okay." And then this week I said, "Hey, remember when I said last week was my last one? This one is my last one." She goes,
I love that game.
"You're full of shit. You stand for nothing, and you're weak."
You stand for nothing and you fall for everything.
Right.
Yeah. Do you and your wife also have a podcast where she berates you? I'd listen to it.
I would subscribe.
We made it already.
Yeah, you already. I was on that. I was on that. I was a guest on that one.
I was a guest on that one too.
Jen said that Ice Castles was the opening song at her first show. Jen, me too. Same thing. Samesies. All right, yeah. So I think we're gonna go through. Will or Katie or anyone, do you think we should play a little bit from each track first, or should we just get their notes?
Well, I think now that we have music working, yeah, play the first like 10 seconds of the track, and then I would love to hear God and then Satan's thoughts on that track.
Yeah,
No, I had a question before.
Yeah.
Did you how many times did you both listen to this? Just one?
Yeah, good question.
3 or 4.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do the album?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I know that Evan has definitely done the same amount of work as you. Thank you so much.
I've already heard a lot of these songs on previous episodes. I
I heard some of them too.
I did spin all the way through, and I did some reading as well.
Okay.
Ooh.
You can read.
some facts.
My wife just brought me cake.
Oh
Look at
man,
this.
Shada,
Look at
hi.
Estrada.
Strata.
She's back in another room. Hi.
She lets you eat cake in the bathroom. So nice.
Yeah. It's a weird house.
Hey, I just want to say, Will, I hope you give the hat one more shot. It's one of my favorite fast food restaurants. I love the hat.
Oh,
I ride or die for Arby's.
Wait. This is actually, I was going to say this and I then forgot. Growing up, there was only one Arby's near my town, or near where I lived, and we never ate there. I don't know why, but I always thought it was a fish standing on its tail. Oh, this is why we never ate there, because I was like, I didn't like fish at the time, and I was like, I don't want Arby's. I thought it was a fish standing on its tail.
They serve walking fish.
And
No way.
and I was just like, I don't want to go there. We never did. It wasn't until probably I was in college that I realized it was a hat.
That's great.
I
all
I
right.
want to say I want to recommend giving a hat another try. I think wearing a hat would be good for you.
yeah, that's what I thought Paul was saying at first, that maybe I should keep wearing a hat.
No,
Eli Schwab says it took him 30 years to see the hat. So he's right there with you, Katie Hartman.
Thank you, Eli. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Thank you.
Man.
Also, Will, your hair grows so fast.
Not really,
in
but
some-
not in the
in
back
some-
and not right
in some
here.
spots, gross.
See the hat. That's a on this, right? See the hat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
But Paul's rocking so hard. He doesn't know that none of us can hear it, but look at him rock.
It makes me laugh so hard.
Hey,
That was good, Paul. That was good. It sounded great.
Thank you, Paul.
The fidelity on that, the acoustics.
you
It
couldn't
felt
hear
very
you couldn't hear it
warm.
again? It
Uh,
sounded great on this end, as usual.
All right, Paulie, what track was that?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly where I'm at. Exactly where I'm at. The opening track, a classic Ween song. Classic Ween song.
Yeah.
Let's start with Sarah. We'll go Sarah. We'll go backs and forths. Let's start with Sarah on this one.
All right. Well, I wrote, it sounds exactly the way an opening song should sound. And then I was like, yes, okay, let's do this. All right. Because it felt very like, all right. It was welcoming. I got the tone of, I just liked the song. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you do know. Great. Evan Cookie Jar Kaufman, same question. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Well, first off, just happy to give an opinion from someone here who wasn't high out of their mind while they were listening to it.
I wasn't.
I was diligently taking notes in a suit.
No, I was not high. I didn't get to
You're
get
not-
high.
Let's begin with the past in front, I say. You know, when I started this podcast 4 years ago, this is kind of the music that I thought I would be listening to, you know? It's like slightly bad, like jam bandy rock music kind of stuff, you know, and 4 years later, flippity flap, here we are.
Yep.
Wow.
Here we are. You haven't seen people in, 7 weeks, and
This is the only way I can connect with them.
Mhm.
I feel like I don't know. My review of this song is that it's like enjoyable. It feels a little flaming lipsy, which I wonder if people when they listen to it were like mad about. Because
Why would they be mad? Are you mad?
furious all the time. But I think I like this. I like exactly where I'm at. I just wonder if this was the song that like certain Ween fans turned on and they were like, what the fuck? They did this in like a studio?
You're making so many assumptions right now.
They didn't record this in like Diener and Jeaner's like Ford Pinto?
The fact that you're getting laughs from David Carl.
Carl's enjoying it.
Charming and infuriating at the same time. There was actually someone wrote a review on, or not like a 20-year later thing on Stereo Gum last week. Right, and they were saying
I didn't read it because I wanted to feel things.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a bull. I mean, ultimately there were some good things in there, but it started
It
out.
was a shit article.
It's Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey, yours was so much better.
Thank you guys.
The thesis of it was that it was like such a departure, and like that Ween fans worried about them selling out. And I think that was a ridiculous thing to. I don't know anyone who feels that. I know people who it's not their favorite album, but who like Quebec more than like, you know, it's not like you know,
Came after this. I mean, I don't know. Don't you guys feel as if it is them sort of attempting to take their sound and put it in the studio? Because even like 12 Country Greats, while it is, you know, studio.
Can I talk?
Yes,
Can I jump in?
Come on, camera.
Bro's like, no.
Yeah, of course, Mike. Of course.
So, I'm trying to rename. Well, the way I'm not even gonna come on, I'm just the voice from above. But the way I see it is, I love when we have a really weird band, right? And it's awesome when they find a way to be like, fuck you. We are fucking so good at music, and you like hear this. And this album, like, and don't get it wrong, like, there's a song about like cocaine. There's like there's a song about like weird Steely Dan music. Like, it's not like unweird, but ultimately,
Nuts about them.
what
Is that it's like you go and watch Vince Carter play basketball. I'm gonna do some layups for you for the first 40 minutes. Like,
yes,
I know who Vince Carter is.
Basketball.
I think layups are pretty cool.
no,
Great way to score buckets, especially when they're like reverse.
like I get it for the first couple albums before they have, you know, like the dough. But once you have that record, you know, with Elektra, like, give me the good shit.
totally. Like, show the people what you have.
Well, this was their last record on Elektra. It is very pop, very clean. A lot of fans were upset they didn't say the word fuck on this record at all. There was also no, I don't think there was a parental warning sticker on this record. So it was a departure. Evan, you rated this song on the podcast. What would you give a Boognesh rating for this song?
Well, I'm going to say this right off the top for everybody who's joining us and everyone else. You know, in the end, I'm on stage and it's all an act. Boognesh, 3.5.
That's exactly what you gave it the last time.
Because some of us are consistent.
Yep.
Oh my God, then eat my dick. I hate you so much. Also, what are you drinking?
I think we're getting off track anyways. Let's just
Apple juice? What are you drinking?
And this was, they first appeared on Letterman doing this song. And that's the still of Gene Ween singing on Letterman. Yeah. Look at that little Jeaner.
Glasses are of the time.
Well,
Cool Oakleys, bro.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
great. I really thought Sarah had a really spot on assessment, and
Yeah.
then after that it was just clicks and whistles for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point Sarah.
Yeah, 1 point, Sarah. And next song, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. We'll give it a shot. Anything? You getting anything?
Yep.
I don't know. All right. Everything that you are. All right. So, Flutes of Chi is the name of that song. We'll start with Evan Cookie Jar Kaufman. Thoughts?
Welcome to Crossfire.
As you know, White Pepper is sort of an homage to the Beatles. And it's pretty cool that Ween, a band that is sort of like the Beatles, if the Beatles had been comprised of 4 Ringos, made this album.
Mikey, can you go ahead and mute Evan?
Yep, I got it.
No. Okay, so great. Your Ringo joke, you got that out.
Well done.
I was hoping that this song would be about Chicago. I think Flutes of Shy is a much better Kanye West.
Or,
But I like this song because honestly, it's a type of music I enjoy, which is like pleasant music that I can ignore or work to. I feel like
Mhm.
kind of falls in that category. And,
beautiful music.
Oh,
yeah, the sitar I think is, I believe, I don't know, I might have my research wrong, but the sitar in this song is the reason George Harrison died, correct?
oh my God. Is this the only place that you like people can hear you tell jokes? Is that why you prepared so hard, Evan?
Rating 3.5. No,
Yeah, Evan, I didn't realize I needed to write one-liners.
This late night packet from 20 years ago.
Yeah, this is like Chevy Chase's. Did you write a packet for Chevy Chase's late night show?
Scared of you guys accusing me of not doing the work. I did the work. I
I
listened.
mean, the work is just like, you hear this one, guys? Waka, waka, waka.
Great.
Sarah, you get it.
Let's take this as an opportunity to move on to Sarah Peel's review of Flutes of Chi.
You guys are gonna be okay, just stay calm. So I did not like the song when I first heard it, and I don't know why, because then I really liked it the second time I listened to it. And the third time I was like, why did I not like this song? So I ended up very much enjoying it, but I think it was the title, because I don't like when songs have the word flute in them.
Mm.
But I think it's just a hateful prejudice. I don't know.
What
I think
other song has the word flute in it that you hate?
or just the idea of a flute. I don't want to hear a flute.
What about Lizzo?
The Beastie Boys?
Lizzo is a different thing. Lizzo, because what I wrote is that the flute is the melodier of instruments. Like it just feels like it, wants you to.
I would counter to that and say the banjo.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. That's a different.
Yeah, I don't like songs with the word banjo in it.
No,
I agree with Katie.
Oh,
How
how do you feel about Jethro Tull, Sarah Peel?
how do I feel about Jethro Tull?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He actually plays the flute on this song.
No.
No, it doesn't. It's actually performed by the one and only Sir James Galway of Ireland.
What?
Anybody? James Galway? Nobody? All right.
Galway reference.
Yeah,
Did
thank you.
saying.
Did Evan write and send you that joke?
Lucas.
What I'm saying is I like the song, but at first, for real, the first time I was like, I saw the title and was like, not gonna have it. Flutes of nothing. I don't want to hear a flute. No. And I wrote it off, but then I heard it the second time and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Katie, Will, any thoughts about Flutes of Chi?
I think it's a great song because I am a diehard Ween fan and I'm incredibly biased. This song was, I think, originally written around the time of the Mollusk, and there's a great demo on the Mollusk sessions of this song, and they used to play it live early, and that's where I first heard the song and first started to enjoy the song. And Mel Gilmore wanted Evan to hear this song more than any other song.
Anything.
There's
Yeah.
Mel Gilmore up here.
Yeah.
Great. Katie, any thoughts about Flutes of Chi?
I love it. I'll listen to it on repeat. I think it's really fun. I think it's like I love the melody. I love each little part. I love the voice. I love the flute.
Yep. It's transcendental rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
And Katie, I think you played this for Sarah in one of the Sarah episodes.
Did I?
I think so. Sarah, so this is like the second time you've heard it.
Whoa, that's crazy. Did I not like it the first time?
No, I think you loved it. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I don't know what you gave it, but I think you really liked it.
I think I'm still obsessed with the first time we had Sarah on, and I try to get her.
What did you play?
Will, why don't you bring your notes into the bathroom with you?
Honey, can you bring my Ween notes?
Your mother-in-law is going to think you just asked for weed toast. Okay.
Oh, man.
Next one. Here we go.
Real quick, Eli Schwab said Evan brought his tight 5 about white pepper, but really he brought his loose 5. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, just a wrinkly floppy 5.
Don Rickles, he is not. Here we go.
Say it again, Evan.
Nothing.
All right, let me know if we're getting any of this in the monitors.
A little bit.
A little bit. Here we go. In the monitor, are we getting it? No. I don't know. Not that. Yeah. Seems like people are moving. All right. Even if you don't, I believe we're gonna go to Sarah Peel first on this one, right?
All right. So look, this is when I was like, oh, the Beatles. And and then I started thinking about the title, and then I was like, oh, I see. Yes, I get it. Because I didn't Google a lot of ideas to have ahead of time. Like I wanted to have my own thoughts.
Right.
And that's what I did. And I wrote, I like it. If Evan doesn't like it, then he just doesn't like nice things. And
Yeah.
so that's all. I didn't want to make this a game show. Sorry.
No, that's 2 points. That's 2 points for Sarah. Evan, same question. Thoughts, comments, feelings, concerns, questions.
I love this song. It's a great song. We got the jangly Paul McCartney piano in there. This is the first song on the album. I think like it truly sounds like a pop music song, you know, and they made a video for it. Like they actually spent money and made a video. So clearly they did it the same way. Yeah, the chorus is nice. I like Diener's solo.
Was the video, was it directed by Trey Parker?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need to be here, guys. We don't even need to be here.
No, that's
I
good.
love you, even if you don't, is something Paul has texted my wife.
Well, and fun fact, Grant Rosmarin, rest in peace. One of maybe the most dedicated Ween fan in the history of Ween fans. Was a big supporter of our podcast early on.
Yeah.
And suggested the title. It would have been a great title, Evan, if you don't. Because the song really is like when you talk shit about Ween, it really does feel like you're eating my bacon, you know.
Well, Paulie, I mean, I feel like I'm
eating raw bacon, Paul.
You know me and lyrics, Will.
I know. Just
eating my bacon.
Raw bacon.
It's my bacon. Going through. Don't touch my phone book, Will.
The thing is like eating my bacon. I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Boognish rating 3.5.
So even though that Sarah and Evan both had very positive reviews, I'm going to give my points to Sarah just because I like her more.
Great. Katie, I guess we're giving points now. You have any points you want to give out, Katie Hartman?
I don't.
Thoughts about even if you don't?
Do I have any thoughts about it? Oh, yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song.
Great.
It's a great fucking song.
That's a great fucking song.
Live when, I'm sorry, go on.
No, you go. I'm going to tell a stupid long story that's not applicable. So
good. So live, it's very nice to hear the song live because Glenn will just sort of tickle the keys a little bit, and then all of a sudden that riff comes in, and everyone knows the song's coming up. It is a lovely moment during a live show.
Do you play it live a lot?
Yeah, fairly often. I haven't looked up the numbers. Maybe someone in the comments.
It's a.
Tell me, how many times has it been played live?
It's a really good early set number.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good either
table setter.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, it feels like they probably wouldn't play it a lot because people enjoy it.
That's not how the band actually works, and you would know better. You actually know better than that at this point. Okay, next song. Hopefully, everyone can hear it. I started to rush us, but we have lots of songs left.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay, Sancho brought a message from the fat man is one of my favorite Ween lyrics. Okay, great. I think we'll start with Sarah. Or no, wait, Evan. We start with Evan? Evan, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't help themselves, could they, guys? They had a nice little record and they had to go and f it up. Hey guys, it's us, Ween. Jimmy Buffett song for no reason. Think about being on like the New York City subway at 3 a.m. and all of a sudden you're like, oh fuck, is someone down here playing steel drums? Anyway, fun song, love the chorus, and you know, look, they do Jimmy Buffett better than Jimmy Burford. Am I right?
Hey, actually, that's your best review so far.
Yeah.
Sarah, thoughts?
Look, so I think this was maybe the first Ween song I ever heard. Because somebody played it for me. One of you guys played it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it you, Will?
It was after I failed with Pollo Asado. They gave me a
you were
redo, and I
just
gave
like,
it this one.
Did I like it then?
Yeah, I think you were still sour about Pollo Asado, and you took that out in the rating.
That was just like a mean trick. Like
Yeah.
that was like, why would you?
Yeah.
That's what listening to Ween is.
A sad trick.
But no, because I was like, when I saw that it was on the list, I was like, oh fuck, I remember that this song was okay. Here we go. And but then I was like, oh no, maybe I'm becoming an old white dad, like because I was like, I've just like slid into my Buffett years, like because I was like, this is great. I'm having a great time. Like I'm really enjoying it. I don't know. Like I maybe I'm just lonely because I haven't seen a lot of people or other places. No, it was good. I really I like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to reassess your relationship with Bananas and Blow during a shelter-in-place order.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was like, I would take either one right now. Actually, I've probably had far too many bananas and
Cocaine.
Have you ever made a bunch of cocaine bread and then put it in the freezer?
cocaine
Ooh.
Nutella bread. It's so good. It gives you a high, and also you know,
the runs.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Katie, any thoughts about?
You know, there was, I think, a 2 or 3 year period where I did not like this song, and I
Yeah.
did like it when I first heard it, and I liked it, and then there was like a period of time where I was just like, I can't listen to this song anymore. And I feel like that would be like if I ever really listened to Jimmy Buffett. Like I feel like that would be the same thing.
Yeah.
But when I was like re-listening to it, I mean, like I've listened to it a bunch since those times. And it's just so fun. When it comes up, it's just like, I'm just gonna give into it and let it
Yeah.
wash over me.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens with Jimmy Buffett fans. I think they become kind of soft-boned and they just let things knock them over.
Yep. They just take a trip to Margaritaville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drunk and soft.
I'm actually with Katie 100%. There was a period of a few years where I was not jazzed about this song, but now seeing it, like when it comes on live, it is like a fun boppy party song, and they love playing it. So that is it's a fun moment in a show. But I'm never like in the car and be like, oh God, I need to put on Bananas and Blow.
I know.
Like that's the song I need to hear.
Like if I heard it somewhere out and was fun, it was I would be like, great, fun song, but I wouldn't necessarily need to like stop to work.
I find myself singing, or I sing to myself. The rainy season reminds me of Maria a lot. But if I'm at a show and this song comes on and I have to pee, I'm going. And if there's a lot of other Ween songs that if I have to pee and the song comes on, I'm holding it. And this is one that I would not hold my pee.
Have either of you guys listened to the song On Blow?
I mean, that's what
Yes,
that's what the early aughts were all about.
I mean, I've definitely listened to the song on cocaine many, many times over the years. It's not that. I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't get that much.
Yeah.
I'm a very good girl.
I've listened to the song while eating a banana.
Boognish rating 3.5.
Here we go.
Even if You Don't Buy Ween was played 191 times live. Thank you, Eli.
Sorry, we got
to move on.
Yeah, we gotta go. Okay. All right, Carl Cardigan. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Hey, stroke or ace? We'll start with Sarah Peel this time.
Guys, look at me. I'm wearing a muumuu. I don't think I meant to light this song.
No,
Um,
I knew you were gonna hate it.
No, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind it, except that it comes after fucking Bananas and Blow, and you're just like do 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 do. Then it's like, hey, did anybody? And I'm just like, I can't. No. I mean, also, I was making like a grain bowl in the kitchen while I was.
Sarah, I played you. It's gonna be a long night on the very first time, and it's got a similar feel.
And I didn't like it.
I'm gonna hate it. I knew you were gonna hate this.
Okay,
song.
but then so this is other stuff that I learned. You guys probably already know this, but so Robert listened to it all the way through the album with me once too, because he enjoys it. And he was like, "Oh, Stroker Ace is the name of an early '80s Burt Reynolds stock car racing movie." And I was like, "That's great." It's like living in a VH1 pop-up video, because he was like, also, I think that's a nickname of one of the members of Drive-By Truckers. And I was just like, none of this is changing my opinion of this song. But
it's not your jam. You are not into like hard rock.
No. But I could imagine you being into it, and so it made me smile.
You don't have to imagine.
That's the kind of attitude that this show has missed in its entirety. Okay, Cookie Jar, thoughts?
I like this song better when it was called the Ace of Spades on the Tony Hawk soundtrack. 3.5.
Okay, 3.5. Will, Katie, anything we have to talk about before we move on? We
can keep going.
It's just a fucking ripper.
Yeah, live. I think I've seen Will Nunziata mosh to this song. Here we go.
In my mind.
In my wet dreams. Okay, next song. Next song.
It's a Tenacious D record.
Okay, we're gonna next song. Yeah, that's a Tenacious D thing, right? Where did I? Yeah. Okay, great. We're gonna stop it there. We're gonna keep our previews shorter and shorter here. Okay, Evan Kaufman, Ice Castles, thoughts?
So, like, this is what happens when a 70s sitcom theme is played on like a demonic box that some teenagers find in an attic, right? I feel like, is that accurate to say, Katie? I don't know. I appreciate that it sounds kind of like Goblin.
Yeah, that's why it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It just sounds like it should be in like a 70s Fulci movie called like the Vast Expanse or something like that.
You say a Dr. Fauci movie?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That was interesting. Sarah Peel.
I just wrote Blurry Beatles, and then because I think it kind of reminded me of Strawberry Fields a little bit.
100%.
Yeah.
But which I like that. I thought it was pretty.
Evan, we can't hear you. What'd you say?
Nothing. I don't want to repeat it.
Say it again.
You got to.
I said, but if Lennon was writing it as the bullet was traveling through his head.
Oh no!
You shouldn't have said it. Wow.
I'm glad.
Lord.
That's my favorite Evan Kaufman joke so far. Katie, any thoughts?
So somebody mark the time on that quote.
I love this song so much. I already said it. What did Evan give it the last time when we played it for him?
He liked it. I think he called it was the Baroque Jam too. Is like.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Also, Jeff said Ice Castles could have been on the Mollusk, and I agree 100%.
Evan gave this song a 4.5 in the past.
That's what I'm fucking saying. I knew you liked it better then. You fucking idiot.
Poser.
He's wearing the sweater of a murderer.
Yeah.
So like.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I
would have strangled you in your beige sweater.
Scott Lacey, the murderer. Wait, who is the one who? Anyway, here moving forward. Will, if you have something, did you have something you want to add in your? Will's in.
No, but Jen actually nailed it in the comments. She says this song reminds her a lot of A Clockwork Orange, and she's 100% right. Great. Like when they're walking around the mall trying to shop for the latest record, it's like this is the exact song.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next one.
Couldn't hear you, Evan. Was that a joke?
Yeah. And I touch your face. Please believe I'm only traveling. Like seeking wonder
from a foreign
Place.
All right, great. We'll start with I forget who. Let's start with Sarah Peel this time.
Okay. Yeah, I liked this song just fine. It reminded me a little bit of Bob Seger at first, but then got wacky. And
Right on. Okay. I mean,
that's
that's
all.
cool with me. I mean, if you want to add anything else, certainly.
I'm just pandering to Paul now. I'm like,
Those are my favorite kind of guests. All right, Cookie Jar, thoughts?
Look, there's no doubt that I have been a shithead for the majority of this podcast, but I really like this song. This song, to me, if I had to play or like create a Ween playlist, I feel like I would put this song on it because it really represents, I feel like, what is like Ween's true actual sound.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like really trippy and weird and sad. I find a lot of Ween music to be sad.
Yeah.
That's the nicest, most authentic thing you've ever said on this
That was the
podcast.
best
Sarah
thing
gets,
ever.
There's a ghost
Sarah gets
behind
the
you.
points.
Yeah. Point seven. Point
That
seven.
was so
Sarah
good.
for mentioning Bob Seger. Katie, Will.
This is where the whole record takes a turn, and I love the turn that it takes here, and it definitely goes into Ween country. I don't think any other band could cover this song and capture any of its magic. It feels totally like a Ween song.
Yeah.
And Evan, I played this for you a couple weeks ago, a live version of this.
Katie.
Nah, whatever Will said, that was
Yeah.
perfect.
I agree. Actually, I think we have to move forward for sure. But I just want to say the fact that Evan recognizes that this is like the sound of Ween and how special it can be proves that this podcast was worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
Forward. Oh yeah, here we go. Wow. Okay, my favorite opening to any Ween song ever. Here we go. Evan Kaufman, we're gonna start with you this time.
I was just bummed to find out that this song was not about Josh Groban.
Me too. I have a great Evan. Remind me offline. I have a great GIF or it's like an animated photo I took, a live photo that I animated of Josh Groban's tush that I can send you. I met Josh Groban.
Remind him of that whole entire story he just told.
Yeah, great.
I wrote the same thing and actually have a GIF like in my doc that is just Josh Groban's tush. I was like, it's weird. I went into it being like, this is going to be about a child Groban, and
Grobe.
Child Groban.
No, I liked this song. But here's the thing: I feel like I really like the last four songs, and so this felt kind of like like I liked it. I feel like the album kind of goes like this a little bit for me. And then after this, I like this song. It's good, but then the last four songs I really like. So
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think this is definitely the last, like this is it's like in your face in a way that the rest of the album it turns more. Oh, I just saw Robert there. Nice
yeah,
stems.
there's Robert.
Hey, nice stems, kid.
He said nice stems.
This song is all about the use of heroin, and I don't know if they're going to be playing it live anymore.
Yeah, bring it to a boil, simmer low.
Yeah.
I see.
It's one of my favorite Ween songs. Katie, any thoughts?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It is not one of my favorites, but I love listening to it.
When Will and I went and saw Jeaner after the breakup at Mercury Lounge, when he did a solo show, he opened with the Grove, I believe, and it was a kind of unexpected opener.
How was it? Just him?
He was.
He had a band.
He had some band that he
Right.
some young kids, some young whippersnappers from up in
Archises.
Arc Isis was the guy from Arc Isis in the band. Okay, here we go. Next song. All right. Man, I wish we could play more, but we're gonna really move. We got 7 minutes. We have much to cover. Okay, let's start with Sarah Peel.
Is it making fun of Steely Dan or is it like an homage?
Celebrating.
All right, cool. Felt bad for Pandy. I mean,
That's
Pitchfork called her the R word. But I liked the song.
yeah, cool. Yeah, great review. Better than any Pitchfork review I've ever read. Cookie Jar.
The vocals on this song sound like they've been slid under a door. Like
Yeah. All right. Cool. That's cool. Katie or Will, anything to add?
This is the, I think, only song on the record that Diener sings. Is Diener singing this one?
I think so. Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah. It's very Diener content.
Yeah, this is also known as Jeff Goldblum just said, the Diener takes a break song.
Pee break.
Yeah.
Or other. I'm sure the break was different back in the day. Now I'm sure it's just a pee break.
And this guy does like a 15-minute piano solo that sometimes is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Sometimes.
I love the song, the record, but the live now with Glenn, it's really Glenn's moment.
Yeah.
That's how I want to be described as a performer. Sometimes. Fucking awesome.
Oh, that's how I talk about you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Sometimes the best improviser I've ever been on stage with.
Sometimes.
I will say that this is
Funny.
like one of the reasons I like this song is also because it really reminds me of Frank Zappa. And
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, and I'm out when I hear the beginning, I'm just like, oh yeah, I love this song.
No, it's great.
Sucking
enjoy.
dicks under the promenade. What a imagistic language. Yeah.
Yeah.
Came to Diener in the dream. The whole song came to him in a dream.
Good.
They're always saying
Yeah.
that.
Misogynistic dream.
Here we go. Oh man. All right. Yeah, it's as much as we can do. Let's start with Sarah Peel this time.
Oh, I love this song. I texted Paul earlier today that I was like, I listen to this song a lot. It's great.
Yeah.
And I just wrote it that if Evan doesn't like it, he doesn't have human ears. And yeah, and then I read about it and I learned like who it was written about and everything. It's great.
Jack Black's wife.
I know.
Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, amazing. Cookie Jar, thoughts, comments?
Yeah, I think the fact that this was written about Jack Black's wife makes me really sad. I feel sad for Diener.
Well, it's the one that got away.
Terrible wife. You don't know.
I mean, look at her.
Maybe she looks awful, but I don't know.
This is probably not the best time to debut the song I wrote for Caitlin called "Stay for a While."
But I think we played
Don't
this one for
leave.
Sarah and we played this one for Evan in the past, and yeah, it's a 5-star song. This can go on any love mixtape that you ever make in your
Yeah,
life.
best song ever, man.
David Carl proposed to me while I was doing the dishes while I was singing this song.
Congratulations.
I don't know. I didn't say I said yes. I was doing the dishes and I was singing, and he was like, "I will."
He proposed. He just said yes.
He didn't propose.
I'm actually really
You
confused.
proposed.
I'm so confused, but also so entertained by this story. I don't want to ask any
Well, I
questions.
was singing. I was like, I want to know if you feel the same, and then I'll stay.
I will.
Dishes, and he was like, "I will."
All right, great. I think we got to. I mean, I hate to just not dwell on this for a while, but here we go. Oh my God, that's too much. I'm at a loss. I will.
When we will number.
Okay, great. That's all we get. Great. Starting with Cookie Jar Kaufman.
Pass.
Nothing. You have anything to say?
Not really. This song's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's how I
3.5.
feel about this song. I wrote that it sounds like the beginning of one of those theme songs before a murder show, like this song from True Detective. You know, like
Okay.
just the beginning of it. That's all.
Yeah.
Needs
But
some
I
graphical ink blot music video. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like a woman is in a ravine and then it like ink blots into like Idris Elba's face.
Yeah, no, I
I
see
know what
that.
you're saying.
Yeah, totally. Makes perfect sense to me. Well, Katie, we got 2 minutes up there.
I think it's a good one. Sound off in the comments how many times this one's been played live. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's fun. It's a good one. Let's keep going.
Okay, and this is the final track on the album.
Oh, the closer.
Jamie came back from the stand, smiling, with the writing of Kafka in hand. And
Okay, let's start with we'll go back to Cookie Jar. I know we were just there, but we'll go back to Cookie Jar.
This song was like super ahead of its time, right? Lock your doors, stay in the house.
Yeah.
Really appropriate. I do think, I might have my research wrong on this, but I do think this song is the reason Elliott Smith killed himself, correct?
I feel like you made that joke already on this podcast.
He has. He definitely has.
I think I liked it just as much the first time. I love it.
Sure.
Call back.
We
Yeah.
can't hear you.
Call back.
Okay, that's enough of that. Sarah Peel.
Evan texted me and told me to make an Elliott Smith joke about this song, and I was like, no, I won't do that. It's distasteful. So,
I mean-
no, I loved this song. Fuck you, Evan.
To be fair, I made an Elliott Smith joke when we listened to Baby Bitch, I think.
That's
episode
fine.
4.
Yeah.
So
Fine when you do it, Paul.
yeah.
Yeah, we like you when you do it.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie, Will, thoughts, comments, questions, concerns?
I mean, the song is just very pretty, and Eli in the comments wrote, "Falling Out was only played 4 times live." Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, white whale.
Yeah, quite well. Great. Okay, should we go through? Mikey, can we go over a little bit or what?
Yeah, we were good.
Okay, great. All right, so let's go through real quick. I know Evan gave everything 3.5, but let's go
Well,
ahead.
let's just do the whole, like, what do you think of the whole album? What was it like sitting down, listening to an entire Ween record? I did it today myself.
Yeah. Let's start with we'll start with Sarah Peel.
It felt, even before I made the Beatles connection and then realized that it was a very obvious thing, it felt like what I think probably listening to something like I guess the White Album would have sounded like, or Sgt. Like something where you're like you're expecting a sound and then it's all of these other things. It's like a bunch of different kinds of songs that are all very good, just all very, like, there are a lot of them that are very different. And I enjoyed it, and I listened to it several times all the way through.
Would you recommend it to a friend, a family member, somebody?
I would recommend.
Are you a Ween fan?
Am I? Maybe. I think I would have to. I would like to see them live, maybe, because then I think it would.
Tried
be
to
fun.
get you.
I know.
I
That was
tried to get you in February.
not this February.
Yes.
True. It's true. We all try.
Valentine's Day.
I know it feels like it was 3.5 years ago, but it
I
was.
really was like, that was last summer. Like, I don't remember. Oh God. Oh man.
It was so recent. We
I
tried.
should have done it.
That's what did it for David.
Yeah.
That's what did it. You just sound like room account. That's what did it for David.
Yeah, David is just shirtless painting a cat. A dog. It's a dog.
That's it.
So Sarah, what would you give it? What would you give that album out of 100?
Out of 100? Oh,
Out of
Jesus.
100 Boognai.
100. Here's the thing. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Sarah, we appreciate your honesty and we love you no matter what.
I mean, like an 89 or 90. I don't know.
That's great.
That's fair. I mean, that's very good.
That's a
That's excellent for a record. Yeah.
big number. Okay, great. Well, that's our show. Evan, did you have any, thoughts, comments as an album, White Pepper as a record? I know you've heard many of these songs over the years. over the 7 years of this podcast. What now, listening to them, going back, hearing them as a complete album, thoughts, comments, questions?
Yeah, I mean, I think this sounds like a Beatles album. If like, it's like your grandma for Christmas, you're like, I love the Beatles. And she's like, I know what that is. And then she gets you this instead, and you wrap it and you're like, oh.
But then does she hand you like a bunch of weed and it's like, go enjoy? Because
Thank you,
your grandma knows a lot about.
Grandma cool.
Like salvia, like she's so close to getting it right.
I got you a CBD cigarette.
Oh, thanks, Nana.
All salad. I like this album. This is one of my more favorite Ween albums, and it is because it's accessible. Like, I think Mikey's point is correct, and Mikey is really the only one who gets Ween, and you guys are all idiots. That like to listen to their musicianship on this and to hear the way that Jeaner sings and stuff, I think it's, you know, it's super enjoyable, and like there's some really beautiful songs on it, and you know, happy birthday, White Pepper. Good for you, little guy.
20 years old. What do you give it out of 100?
100 Bugdai?
Yeah.
I mean, this one is up there for me. I feel like it's like Mollusk and Quebec and this are probably my top 3. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Yeah, I knew you
Out of 100?
were gonna do it. I knew it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Solid.
Jar, you don't disappoint.
Eli Schwab said this show needs to be longer than an hour, and I disagree.
We should be able to.
I have nothing to do. I can go for it. Let's do Quebec. Let's just listen to Quebec straight through, all of us. Right?
Oh,
What do you guys
yes.
doing? What's everybody doing now?
already did.
Yeah, we can do that for a few weeks from now. We're just gonna run out of music.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a great time. I hope for everyone who was watching. Thank you to everyone. Schwabi, Christina, Daniel, Jen, Jeff Goldblum, Carl Cardigan was back.
Ohms 211.
311. 311 never happened, man. Yeah, great. I mean, we had,
loved that joke.
Brian Costello. Hey, buddy.
Brian Costello.
God bless Brian Costello.
Great. Any parting thoughts? Anybody have anything they want to share, promote? Anything they want to
The only thing I keep thinking of is some people count time by watching their children age and grow up. And I've now been counting my quarantine by the chapter numbers next to these videos. Chapter 6, we've been in it for 6 plus weeks. Yeah.
7 weeks, really, if you want to.
Yeah.
We didn't do the first week, but
Yeah.
yeah, we're 7 weeks in.
That's like, yeah, it's a long time, man.
Well, I will say I really appreciate this time.
Yeah, me too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that I've gotten to do it now twice.
Evan, we can't hear you.
taste the waste.
All right, and that's a good place to end. Will has one more thing to say, I think.
No, I just play us out, Paul. And Evan, would you mind taking that sweater off and throwing it in the trash?
Yeah. Just checking in. Is Taste the Waste still Arby's slogan?
Sure is. Katie.
Oh my god.
Stretch.
Kitty, that's pornographic.